Looks like it's going to be on alternative. That is Lossilohi's pick. He beat Zeki in a long game on this map, so I'd say that's a pretty good choice. So in the 12 o'clock as the Brown Terran, we do have NB Lossilohi. In the 6 o'clock as the White Zerg, we have Bulgaria's TechnicS. Nice. So, Bulgarius, there are, including this series, I think 4 more, because we need to finish TechnicS Lossilohi and then the third one of this group, and then 2 more in Group D. So yeah, a few more series. It's going to be a long day, but that's alright. It's alright, because guys, guess what I did? I took tomorrow off work. That's right. I was thinking to myself, on Friday I was like, you know what, Gosu Cup, there's gonna be a lot of games. It's 4 groups, best of 3s, and there could be tie breaks. So I told my boss, I was like, boss, there's Gosu Cup on Sunday. I need to take Monday off. He was like, what? I was just like, just don't worry about it. I'm not gonna be here Monday. So there it is. So we can go as late as we need to.
I am back, by the way.
Alright, excellent.
Hang on a minute, did I just miss the point at which you tell everybody what your job actually is?
No, don't worry. Don't worry, you didn't miss that.
Thank God. I was thinking they might have shown a picture of your face and told them your real name as well, and that would just be like,
dude,
missing the best moment
did you not
ever.
see the sales body thread?
No, I missed that one.
Wait, what? Really? Dude, it's
Yeah,
closed now. Dude,
fine.
go on Team Liquid. I'm not even kidding. There's a sales body thread. Oh wait,
I'm
now
sure it
everybody's gonna go
includes your
search for
real
that. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies.
My housemates were saying goodnight, I believe. Good night. Alright.
Good night, random person in Elegant's house.
Yeah. Good old housemates.
So it looks like we have a overpool into expand for Mr. TechnicS, and Lossilohi not doing the awkward wall that he tried against Zeki. I guess he realized that that's not a wall.
Yeah, awkward just about describes it. It was kind of cobbled together, and on no level did it work. It was just 100% fail. It was accessible from all angles. So binning that right out of hand, and TechnicS making up the expansion. Lossilohi.
Oh, Castile!
Oh, sick.
Ladies and
Yeah, I
gentlemen,
like that.
look at that. And TechnicS wanted that too. He wanted to take the gas. Like the drone actually was on the extractor, but because Terran is imbalanced, he got the refinery anyway. So TechnicS just going to take his natural gas, and he does have 6 things out. But looks like we have a couple more Marines now. In an emergency, I believe Lossilohi can actually he can build a depot in that choke, and it'll be link tight. So that will allow him to defend. Meanwhile, I mean, he is just going for 1 Rax command center, but no, he's actually going to pull SCVs. Doesn't realize he can do that.
Huh. Kind of handy. So these lings will be turned away quite nicely. Not able to do any damage right now. And that gas is still just standing, so he's having to make a gas at his natural instead. So this will mean that he has a severely delayed lair. If we look at it, he actually has 400 minerals in the bank. So that's going to be quite disadvantageous for him. So a nice little move there by Lossilohi to try and get himself an advantage established early on in this match.
And it looks like he cancelled the gas even though it wasn't under attack. I'm not sure why he did that. I guess he just needed the money. But we do have a 3-hatch build from TechnicS, and Lossilohi taking a quick gas of his own after the command center. So I'll presume this is going to be some kind of fast +1 build. But no, once again, Lossilohi faking me out, getting the academy. I think he did this against Zeki too. He goes for the fast gas, but just gets an academy, no engineering bay. It's kind of a weird build, I think, from him.
It is slightly weird. I'm not quite sure what it's geared towards particularly. I believe that gas was cancelled, by the way, because the SCV headed on out and saw that there was an extractor up at the natural, and decided there's no real point in keeping that gas alive. And the Zerglings now pulling out and having a go at that SCV, and they are going to track him down, but not before he heads back into range of that sunken colony, so that sunken colony will be able to finish him off. And that'll be it for its adventures on the map. Another hatchery being laid down as well. Lair going up now for TechnicS.
And it seems to me that now people are actually more interested in the sales body thread than they are in this game. So, I opened that can of worms, that's my fault. It's my bad.
Way to shoot yourself in the foot.
Anyways.
what you get for having such a good body.
I know, right? I mean, what can I say? I am a pretty sexy beast.
It's true, it's true.
So, looks like we have a CV transfer. We got a bit of a mini wall here at the natural. And, oh no, that's a Ling actually. I thought that was a drone going to the mineral only of TechnicS, but nope. So, looks like we are just gonna have 3-hatch Muta from TechnicS.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, last game he did a lot of damage with the mutas, but then like suicided them. So hopefully he doesn't do that this game. I think this map is a little bit better for mutas. I mean, the main base is kind of like really open on all sides. Ah, chocolate. Nah,
not quite doing too much. Sorry, go on with what you were saying. I just had to jet in there with that.
No problem. I mean, though so far this game is looking exactly like last game. Moves in with the links, doesn't do any damage. Now he's gonna go out with the mutas. But yeah, I think it's definitely a better map for mutas with this, you know, wide open main that's just got a wall around it.
Yeah, I think it's notable though that you can of course just place. Oh no, what am I even looking at? I'm looking at the wrong side. Yeah, you can of course just place units outside the natural over this cliff, so you don't have to float a building over there necessarily to endanger that. You can just build like a supply depot or something in cover of the missile turrets. So that's not too bad positioning at the natural. Not as bad as on some other maps anyway.
Indeedy. Now the spire's finished. The mutas are on the way. And looks like we do have a bit of move out from Lossilohi. TechnicS sees that with one lane at the front spotting.
And a bit of an overlord migration happening already. What is with this? TechnicS overlords moving towards the right hand side just as fast as they can propel themselves. I guess they're just drawn to that side of the map.
Yeah, he's probably just going to use those to group with the mutas though. At least this makes a little bit of sense.
Than just mass overlord exodus. But these mutas are actually going in, and the missile turret's just finishing in time, but there are no missile turrets at the natural in that critical gap, and these mutas might be able to exploit that if he goes and has a little bit more of a look around, and he probably will do in an attempt to try and get these marines, but I think he's going to push all the way in because he would then get pretty badly trapped. The science vessel, not the science vessel, the fire bat, getting completely taken down by the Zerglings. I'm not quite sure why I totally freaked out and fucked up my words there and said science vessel instead of fire bat.
It's alright, it's alright. They're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. I get those confused a lot, man.
Imagine a player called Science Vessel Hero. You'd think he'd crack.
And whoa, we had like a line of marines around that barracks. I don't know what just happened there. Dude, Science Vessel Hero sounds pretty baller. Not gonna lie.
If I ever change my name, then that's what I'm gonna change it to, in honor of this cast.
Dude, I'm gonna change mine to Lossilohi.
We'll have Science Vessel Hero and Lossilohi casting. That'd just be ridiculous.
Dude, that would be that's like the best caster duo. Are you kidding me? Guys, stream chat, stream viewers. Yeah, you guys know. Lossilohi and Science Vessel Hero. Best casting duo, huh?
This complete troll names. The Muta is doing a nice little bit of damage there, managing to take out a few marines, but getting quite badly damaged in the process, and having one of the Mutas sniped off. And actually, they could get a lot of marines in. Oh god, terrible bit of positioning there, not being very attentive, and his Muta is just drifting right into marine range, taking so many free hits.
Oh man, that was not ideal. And it looks like, oh, now we have a reverse exodus, 2 overlords going to the left side. Ah. Anyway. Third base going up at the bottom right, and looks like Lossilohi is ready to push out here. Oh, man, another Muta!
Oh, Mutalisks! He's being really pretty careless with his Mutalisks this game. TechnicS not getting the positioning he should, but then as soon as I say that, he reconfirms it by chucking away 3 Mutalisks on these freshly spawned marines. These marines, a lot of them looking a little bit damaged, but they will be okay. And Lossilohi looking so strong now in his ability to push out. There's really no Mutalisks in order to create any kind of surround and tank damage for the lurkers. And only 3 or 4 lurkers out now should be able to defend the natural, but not third base. And a scan does go down there, and he'll be probably moving over there to try to do a little bit of damage.
Yep, he also scanned the 9 o'clock base and didn't see anything there. So now he knows exactly what's up, but so he's got just 4 barracks. He's got his vessel, or science vessel making. He's got a little bit of a crazy base layout. Well, it's not crazy, but it's a little bit funny there at the top. Anyway, and also that Is that SCV stuck, do you think? I don't think it's stuck. It's just idle.
Which SCV?
Right by the starport, at the top of starport.
No, that's not stuck. You can move along the top of the gas.
Oh, yes, you are correct.
Just being lazy as hell.
Yeah. So, looks like the Medic Marine group of Lossilohi is actually just going to go home. Oh, no, he's going to go grab an Overlord. Nice.
Good choice, and possibly a second one as well, if the Marine range holds out. Looks like he's not too interested, though.
I think he might not have noticed, because it's on the high ground.
Oh yeah, of course the other one was actually over a bit of low ground. Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, taking out a few lings as well. He's probably going to be pushing towards the right-hand side now. And we actually only see one lurker in the bottom right-hand corner, so of course that can be run by all these Marines. So we'll see what he plans to do here. 2 tanks backing up as well. This is a nice push coming out from Lossilohi. What do you think TechnicS can really do about this?
Well, I mean, his hive is done, and the Defiler Mount is on the way. He just needs to buy time, man. Just needs to borrow, unborrow, and it is going to be quite close. I mean, but this is like BTVZ dynamic, man. It's like Zerg holding on with lurkers and links until his Defiler gets out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, just the architecture of the map, there's no way to flank this. Look at this, he's surrounded on one side by the wall of the main, and on the other side by this weird doodad thing in the middle of the map. So really nice push path for Lossilohi here. I'm just getting a bit distracted by the stream chat, sorry about that.
Don't worry, let me know if anything awesome happens over there.
Looks like a lot of lings getting taken down here. The lurker's still alive. Can he scourge the vessel though? That'll be so crucial.
Oh,
the vessel's gonna go down! Oh! Big mistake by
Man.
Lossilohi.
Yeah, pretty big deal there. And all the lurkers are now moving. He needs to lay down the scan absolutely right now. Oh, his tank is going to get taken down. Lays down the scan like ridiculously late, so the lurkers are able to get in the position they want, but they're going to have to pull back again. And we do see TechnicS buying time still until Consume finishes. He's still got a good number of lurkers remaining him. It's really funny in the TVZ dynamic how you have to produce good units. You can't just delay with lots of bad units. You have to produce units which are actually scary. So that's a little bit of an expensive delaying tactic. But what can you do? There's really nothing else you can do.
Oh, but looks like we have a drop in the main. Is he gonna elevator? Is he gonna elevator? Oh my god, he's gonna elevator. Oh man, this is. Oh no, he's just going for it. Oh, he should have just elevated. Whatever. He's gonna kill a lot of drones. Oh no! The drone!
Oh.
The drone!
But the Dark Swarm has gone down, and the lurkers might get a massive position all over all these Marines.
Money!
So many Marines, but so many lurkers too. And it looks like the Terran will come off on top on that engagement, taking out so many drones at the main as well. What a mess of a battle happening out there. That is really pretty crazy for both sides. And the Zerg now pushing on with the Dark Swarm, actually coming out from underneath the Dark Swarm disadvantageously there, and these lurkers are probably going to get taken down. No managing to burrow under the swarm there, and he is going to force the Terran back out of this position.
Yeah, and I don't know who's gotten the better of this exchange. Looks like both players actually having some macro issues, and I mean, Lossilohi has made the mech switch. He's got 3 factories now. He's got his 3rd command center up. He's going to float that over to the middle only. So I would give a slight edge to Lossilohi right now, just because he's got that 3rd base going up. But looks like no, that's just an evolution chamber. Yeah, the drone count of TechnicS in his main and natural, he's got like a little over 1 per patch there, not the best. And his 3rd base is not that saturated either, so his economy is not amazing. But looks like he's sending his lurker ling along the north side. Gonna run into some spider mines though, gonna clear those with lings, very nice. Paving the way for the lurkers, but I think that's gonna be the end of that. Oh man, he's gonna run into mines. Miney! Oh! Getting taken out.
Oh,
nice.
Bad times to be a Marine. I think mines are probably up there as one of the most epic things in the game, alongside Sidestorm, of course, but mines are just crazy epic.
And Reavers, man.
Oh yeah, Reavers when they actually work, but mines are far more reliable than Reavers.
They are indeed.
Reavers are basically terrible. Like, occasionally I have an absolute rage where Reavers fail me like 4 times in a row, and then I'm just like, right, I'm never using Reavers ever again, and I just freak out and go cold turkey off Reavers, but I end up back on them eventually. Defiler consuming up some things, going to lay down another Dark Swarm. Yeah, it looks like it's looking a little bit tentative there. A few Zerglings making sure there are no mines waiting for it, but there may be some mines, and that Defiler just gets completely mushed into the ground under the heel of the Terran, and a dropship coming into the bottom right-hand corner, but there are plenty of lurkers to meet it, so that's going to absolutely go nowhere. TechnicS with some nice army movement, and those Overlords just heading on upwards for some peculiar reason which I can't explain. Unloading the drop there as well. Can't really explain why he's done that either. A little bit weird.
I think he might have been a little bit scared that there was Scourge nearby, so he just wanted to unload before they just died. And look at this! Look at this micro! Doesn't even lose a single Marine, takes out 3 Lurkers and 2 Marines. Lossilohi clearly Slayer's Boxer smurfing. Or he could just be Scan. One or the other.
That's the most likely option. No matter what name you see up there.
Indeed, just assume that it is in
If
fact
really
our most beloved ex-pro gamer.
Indeed.
Anyway, we have a comsat at the island base. Gonna see that TechnicS has not taken that yet. Looks like TechnicS is researching drop though. Does he have Overlord speed yet? Do you know?
I don't think he does quite yet. That right-hand side command center being cancelled at the will of one single Zergling, so that's pretty effective Zergling, and laying down a couple of mines in order to defend that in the future. Another SCV heading out there to start up another command center, and Lossilohi looking in a very, very nice position on the map right now. That left-hand side base is probably quite snipeable if he just sends a control group of Marines or so over there. And that's something he really needs to get going here. He needs to start sending those small task forces out around the map, just as he did with that dropship in the bottom right-hand corner. It's a nice thought. He needs to extend that over to the left-hand side too. That hatchery just coming out now.
And looks like Lossilohi's ready to make a push here. He's going along the north side. There's not that many lurkers, but the Defiler play is really what's going to count, I think. And no, as you said, left side base completely undefended. Well, no, there's a Defiler moving in now. He's got to get the perfect swarms off. No, the Defiler gets irradiated. One swarm goes down. He needs one more. Not the best locations. He's going to push the units back a little bit, but there's still plenty of space for the Marines to run into that base. So it looks like that will go down quite easily.
Yeah, it will be going down. A couple of lurkers getting irradiated too, so they're not going to last very long. But now moving in to flank those Marines, and they could actually get the Marines trapped. A lot of lurkers coming in from both sides, and these Marines are in a lot of trouble right now. It's once again another last stand for the Marines, doing a nice job of microing, and they could get caught as they head on out here in a bit of a tough position. These Marines with no detection are going to get taken out largely, but some of them do manage to make it out. They should probably go and scout the top left-hand corner as well, take out those last few Mutalisks, still somehow remaining.
Talk about getting caught between a rock and a hard place, except both the rock and the hard place are lurkers.
Yeah, that is kill you.
Not a good day.
Yeah, at least the rock is pretty, it's pretty chilled. It just sits there and does its own thing. Whereas lurkers, no. Lurkers are out there to kill you, man. They hate you.
They do. Could you imagine if rocks just shot lurker spines? That would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it would make it hard to step out of doors, really.
So it looks like we have a random group of units here at the bottom right, but they're going to get taken down. But I mean, Lossilohi has a huge supply lead, 160 against 111 right now, 50 supply in the lead, and he's got his 3 o'clock base up right now. So that means he's on basically 4 bases, although his main and natural are kind of getting thin. But he's basically on even bases. No way, he's ahead of bases compared to the Zerg, because TechnicS just has his main natural and the third at the bottom right. So he's actually ahead on bases compared to the Zerg. Wow, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, really pretty nice, and establishing the siege tank line, pulverizing 2 lurkers, which were sat in that little miniature choke point there, underneath that right-hand side base. And Lossilohi doing a nice job, largely managing to isolate this bottom right-hand side base, so I'm guessing he's going to be moving on that pretty soon. Marines making their way back in, taking out some lurkers as they do so, and getting back onto that left-hand side base, and they're probably going to be able to take out that hatchery. The medics are going to be able to block that choke point, and that is definitely an intentional move by Lossilohi. And will it be enough? Just trying to make sure that this hatchery goes down, and will he be able to do it? The hatchery is going to go down. Nice move there from Lossilohi. Pretty pimp play, I've got to say it. Oddly enough, a dropship dropping some Marines into the top left where there isn't in fact a base, just 4 Mutalisks just sitting around. And that bottom right hand corner base is looking increasingly dangerous, and the longer it goes on, the more likely it is to get taken out. And I think that Lossilohi will probably start focusing on that fairly soon, because it's pretty undefended really in the grand scheme of things.
Dude, that double defense matrix on those Marines. I mean, seriously, guys, Lossilohi, Slayer's Boxer, definitely looking like it. I'm serious, guys. That was a Boxer Pimpus play, man. That was like from a Pimpus play, I think. Or maybe not. It was from some highlight movie, man. Boxer did that exact same thing. But, oh, do we have a drop? We do have a drop in the back. Drop in the back of the main. He's going in. He's got a defile. He's got some lurkers. Oh, no. He's going to get both the armories. Oh, man, the armories. What are the upgrades? Is that 2-2? Looks like that is 2-2 upgrading for the mech. But that might get taken down. I think TechnicS should absolutely focus those armories down before those upgrades can finish. That'll be such a huge blow to Lossilohi's force. And because he's gone for basically pure mech, it's just going to be so hard to get all his units back in time to defend. This mech is just so immobile. Looks like the vessels are going to come back here first, going to try and irradiate some things. Once again, getting a defense matrix, because of course that is his favorite spell in the world. Looks like TechnicS not going to focus down the armories. He really needs to take those down before losing all these units here. And oh man, everything is getting irradiated. What is that? That Hydra like doing a moonwalk while irradiated? And looks like he's actually not going to get either of the armories. He's going to get a lot of supply depots. Going to supply block TechnicS. He actually got one of the engineering bays that I believe was getting +3 armor for the medic marine. So that's quite good, but man, okay, no, look, it looks like he got one armory. He's got to get the other one before it finishes. TechnicS, you got to get the other armory. Ah, TechnicS.
All the while, though, Lossilohi has been trying to break the bottom right-hand side base and kind of doing a decent job. But at the last second, TechnicS was able to hatch out some Guardians, which were able to hold the top of the ramp. So that base actually looking quite strong, morphing in a couple more Guardians now, so he's probably going to be able to mount a little bit of pressure.
I'm sorry, but +2 weapons finished literally a second before the armory died. Oh man.
Oh man. That's actually a pretty major mistake from TechnicS, because he needs to prevent those Terran upgrades, because they're pretty crucial. The left-hand side base coming up yet again, so TechnicS kind of getting himself a decent position once again in this game, but we see mass irradiates going down on the bottom right-hand side base, and we could see some eraser action as well. Plenty of drones being taken down, and we do see the eraser happening. The science vessels just absolutely going to town on all these drones, doing huge amounts of damage. All the Guardians going down as well, so that base pretty much useless for the time being, and it's an empty shell of a base, ghost town for the Zerg.
And the remaining drones getting intercepted by Marines on their way home. So TechnicS are really in a lot of trouble right now. I mean, that was a very nice drop, but I don't think it was enough. Looks like he's going in again, but he's down to 98 supply against 161. Lossilohi's actually banking a lot of money right now because he's supply blocked. It looks like he's even going to let another depot burn down. Yeah, he's just having to build mass supply depots in his main because he lost so many from that drop. So I mean, this is very nice, but you know, as you said, TechnicS losing the bottom right base. He's going to go back to 4 bases though. Although I guess his main's mined out. He's got an Ultras cavern, but I haven't seen any Ultras yet. And it looks like TechnicS is just kind of floating around here. There's a lot of units in the main, so I don't know if this drop is really going to do anything. And there we go. Dropping out, but a nice mine of mine! Did I go off?
I don't think it went off.
What?
I think it got killed by crackling awesomeness. Are these cracked? Yeah.
Seriously, it's funny because, like, see, spider mines are imbalanced, right? And the only thing that counters them...
on the tank!
It's the fact that cracklings are even more imbalanced than spider mines, so that it's like they didn't do anything. And for some reason there was a drone there too. Is he just gonna take the island base? And look at that, irradiating the defense matrix siege tank. Oh my god, to kill the Zerglings with the irradiate.
Very cool move. Such a cool move by Lossilohi there. A little bit of creative play in a pretty bizarre little situation. Sieging down the bottom right hand side base now, so that base is going to go down. TechnicS replacing it, however, with the bottom left hand side and the middle left hand side. But Lossilohi's probably got the map control to head on right over there and try and take those out pretty quickly. The right hand side base, bottom right hand side base finally falling here. That drone on the high ground should probably make up a hatchery, but the minerals coming in so slowly for TechnicS. Look at that. Look how slowly the money is trickling in for him. He's in a lot of trouble right now.
We do have a cracking drop on top of those siege tanks though, but nice micro by Lossilohi. He is going to save those.
Yeah, Lossilohi, I think he's going for some kind of Pimpus play video out of just this set of games. I think that's what they're aiming for right now.
They just make like an entire video just for this series. Oh man.
Yeah, I think that's what he's aiming at. And he might get it, you know. Some avid stream watcher might take us up on that. You never quite know. Nice couple of scourges there, hitting one of the science vessels. That is such a massive science vessel cloud. And that Guardian almost taking out the drone there on the high ground. That would have been pretty BM. But it's going
to Huge plague! Oh my god, all the vessels, a couple of Goliaths, and a siege tank. Very nice, but the drone and Defiler do get taken out here on the high ground, so he will not be able to take that island expansion. Meanwhile, it looks like Lossilohi getting ready to take the bottom right. He's got a ton of money in the bank. He's basically maxed. he's in a fantastic position right now, looking to even up the score 1-1 in this series.
Yeah, the only thing I want in the world right now is for one Mutalisk to take out all of those science vessels. And that would make me very, very, very happy.
And you do have your wish. There is one Mutalisk on the way. He is going for the vessels. Mutal! Mutal! Oh no! Ah! Shiva! Shoot the vessel! Shoot the vessel! 6 vessel kills.
Pretty much never see that. Oh, so good, so good. And that Mutalisk just being an absolute hero there. And when it seemed like his number was up, no, he headed back out, grabbed some more science vessels. Absolutely lovely play there. But a lot of Lurker Link coming in, and he might be able to take out this control group of Super Baller M&M though. They will just about hold their own. If the Dark Swarm goes down, and they will be pushed back just about. The Zerg force is now moving in just enough to get rid of the Terran threat.
Oh my god, I just realized something. TechnicS has no upgrades. He's got 1 Carapace and that's it. He's playing against 3-2 Bio right now with 1 Carapace units. He's got +1 range attack as well, but 0 melee attack. Oh man, he's just so far behind on upgrades. That's making his units even less cost effective against the Terran Bio Ball.
Yeah,
wow.
And TechnicS not necessarily that good at being cost effective anyway. Like in the last game, we saw him being just so cost effective pretty much the entire time.
I guess that's not his strongest suit, but he is taking the top left base as well. And looks like we have... No, those are not drops. Those are just regular overlords. With TechnicS, he's mined out at his main and his natural, so he's now down to his mineral only and the 9 o'clock base. Looks like he's going to take the... Yep, he does have a drone there. He's going to take his Island Expo as well. But looks like there's some sea shanks there to deny that, although they don't have vision up there yet. But a scan will easily take care of that.
They were there from before. I think they've already done their job once. They'll just do it again. It'll be fine.
So Lossilohi, he's maxed against a 100 supply Zerg with far better upgrades, more bases. It's basically up to him to finish the game now. Another defense matrix on these units. I mean, look at these Marines just shredding through everything. That's the upgrades, man. Oh my god.
Going down again.
I don't think you even need to run away there. You could have just killed everything. He's got 3-2 Bio, man, against 1-1 Hydras. Just kill it, man. Just kill it.
Yeah, that Bio is looking pretty good right now, and that D-Matrix Marine going to be feeling pretty clever for himself as well. But yeah, this just highlights how awesome Marines are when you see that little group of them standing there just blasting away like crazy. Taking down all those Hydralisks just makes them look so manly. But another big Terran force pushing out across the top of the map. A lot of Hydralisks coming out. They're going to be able to snipe off 1 or 2 science vessels, but probably not going to be a game changer. And all these Hydralisks are going to probably go down. Note they do manage to get away as the siege tanks siege up. But this Terran force pushing across the top of the map, looking a little bit unstoppable. There is a good saturation of drones at the left-hand side now, and TechnicS going on to quite a lot of money. I'm surprised he's not pumping a few more lings with all that extra cash he's got. A little bit weird there.
Yeah, but even a few more lings I don't think will do anything. Looks like the vessel's going to poke out a bit and just irradiate. Nope, looks like not going to do anything. Just going to slowly creep the sea shanks forward. Lossilohi going to play this very carefully. I mean, he is maxed. I don't know. I think he should just go, man. Just go. Just do it. He's holding both middle lanes. He's got complete map control. Just go. Just go. Kill him. Kill him. Finish him.
Oh, another plague.
Only catching 3 vessels, though.
And what did you just say, by the way?
What? Finish him?
Yeah, but you said it in like a really crazy voice.
Yeah, dude. Finish him. It's from Mortal Kombat, man. From Mortal Kombat.
Never played Mortal Kombat.
Wait, you don't know the finish him?
No.
Oh, dude, somebody link finish him for Elegant. Elegant's, man, dude, did you just miss out on your childhood? Like, you don't know, dude, you don't know, what was it you didn't know just now? Oh, you didn't know Muslim. Oh, wait, I guess that doesn't really count. That doesn't really count, but, come on, man. Finish him, you got it. Elegant, dude.
I'm sure someone will link me up in between games.
Okay, we have a link, we have a link. We have a Mortal Kombat soundboard. Go have fun.
I will once this game is over, if it ever ends, because Lossilohi has decided to be super slow. A few Scourge coming in now are able to snipe out 1 science vessel, and another big Zerg surround coming in. These siege tanks are going to get sandwiched, and look at all these Zerg units just pouring in. These Hydras pretty ineffective against Swarm. However, it is going to be enough, and the siege tanks D-Matrix once again. Crazy amounts of science vessel energy being used up on D-Matrix this game.
Oh man, but the siege tank conga line just going to town on these Hydras. +3 weapons finished now. 3-1 against 1-1. No, it looks like they're 2-1 now, but it doesn't even matter. Taking them down.
And now Marines trying to fight under Swarm. Kudos to them for trying, but it's really not going to go anywhere. One siege tank battering away at what is now an invincible lurker for the time being. Science was going to come in and irradiate that, I think.
Nope,
maybe.
He's going to defense matrix it.
No, he doesn't radiate it for some reason, even though it was pretty much dead already. That tank looking pretty cool, pretty defense matrixy. And all this stuff from Lossilohi pushing like an inch forward once again. This is like trench warfare. This is absolutely crazy. Just not wanting to overcommit at any point. So TechnicS actually mining off a good number of bases, but still ridiculously short on gas. You can see he's on nearly 2k minerals and pretty much no gas whatsoever. So I'm still not in a good position and is having to produce pretty much pure hydralisk. He's unable to afford that much in the way of decent technology.
Yeah, I mean, this push is just slowly creeping towards his 9 o'clock base, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. His one saving grace is the fact that Lossilohi just doesn't irradiate anything, so the defilers are free to run around and swarm. But,
yeah,
I mean, you know, that's only going to get you so far. Having said that, Lossilohi now mined out at his main natural and mineral only. He's down to the 3 o'clock, which actually has terrible saturation, and the bottom right, which has terrible saturation. So he's actually doesn't have that much income, but he has so much banked and he's also maxed that it doesn't really matter. And finally we have an irradiate on a defiler. It looks like Lossilohi actually is aware that he has that spell, so that's good.
Pretty lucky.
Another
yeah,
one. I think those two irradiates might have been more than we've seen in the whole series so far.
Probably true. Apart from that awesome siege tank irradiate, which basically tried to save his life.
Apart from that, does that mean like? And he did a few erasers last game, so I think that means he's irradiated more of his own units than his opponent's units.
Yeah, I think that's true. So? Yeah. Crazy about the spellcasting, man, but this base is going to be absolutely obliterated. Some emergency lurker link coming in, and there are going to be some nice mine drags, but actually not going off, and the mines are going to hit the lurkers instead. D-Matrix once again going down. Do I even need to say it anymore? You guys should just be expecting it by now. And the tanks are going to be pulling back. A few mines going off on the Lings, so that's going to be pretty bad for the Lings, man. But all of them getting taken out, and this base is destroyed as well. And in the meantime, we do have Lossilohi pushing up towards the top left as well, but getting a little bit pushed back there. A few hydralisks getting taken out, and the last lines of his defense are slowly going down. TechnicS in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job, though. He kind of attacked from all angles there and killed a large portion of the army. But Lossilohi maxed once again. This is like the reverse situation of last game. Now Lossilohi is the one who's constantly maxed, and TechnicS is the one just trying to hold on. Gonna keep his bases alive. Looks like one random vulture gonna do some fancy patrol micro here. He's got max 200 army, but he's just gonna patrol micro one vulture, like a boss. But no one's gonna get taken down.
Part of the fun, isn't it?
Meanwhile, this drone is hiding like at the bottom of the mineral or of the island base of TechnicS. He's like so scared of that siege tank. But no, he's gonna man up. He's gonna make a hatchery. Good job, drone.
Yeah, it's about time. We do see the next carapace upgrade for TechnicS nearly kicking in, but this is so late in the game to suddenly have +2. There we go, +2 carapace kicks in now, but that is so ridiculously late. It's no wonder he's failed to be cost effective, because honestly his units are just weak in every aspect. Not been too good with the attack or the defense.
And now he's going to lose the top left base. That's one of his last 2 mining bases. Once he loses that, he will have only the mineral only. He's going to clean up a few units here at the 9 o'clock, but this base getting completely obliterated here. Oh man, that defiler just look at the defiler staying alive. There's like drones exploding all around him, but he's just like not getting hit. Oh man.
Could only last for so long though, and he does go down, and that is probably the end of the line for poor TechnicS. Moving in with a few more lurkers now to try and establish another position on the left-hand side, throwing down another hatchery too. The sound of science vessels dying, always a welcome sound. I'm not even going to mention what has just happened to those tanks, because we just expect that right now. And moving in, taking out the last of these lurkers. Not going to bother to irradiate them, he's just going to pummel through, and that hatchery is once again going to be falling any second now. Possible mine drag going off, not quite. None of these Zerglings lasting long enough to actually be able to do any kind of mine drag. An overwhelming force now pushing in for the Terran. It looks like very sparse looking minerals now, to be fair, are going to be enough to see him through in this game. GG from
TechnicS waiting until he had 37 supply against the max Terran to GG, and Lossilohi Hey, look, Fighting Spirits map of the week. I guess what map? I
Ah.
guess which map people are gonna play.
Ugh.
I'll give you a hint. It's
Don't
Polaris
even talk
Rhapsody.
about it. Yeah. Okay. Oh god. Now, do I have to go and watch that video now in between games?
Well, the Mortal Kombat one. You just
Yeah.
click a few of the things on the soundboard just for lulz. Just do it. It's
All right.
awesome. I promise you, it's good.
See if I can find it.
I'm gonna eat a grape.
All right, do it.
You know, this is actually a good map of the week.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. I just saw Fighting Spirit and was like, groan.
My only issue with this map of the week is that there's no new maps. Like, the most recent map here is probably, I think it's probably actually Polaris Rhapsody, or maybe Grand Line, which is like 2 seasons ago. But otherwise, it's actually quite nice. Anyway.
I like the soundboard. It's quite good.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Scorpion. Crazy.
now you have something to do when the cast is over. It's like go on YouTube and search for Mortal Kombat.
You know I'm going to be doing that.
You should, man. You're missing out, man. You're missing out on the pop culture, dude. Anyway, I'm in Say 1.
Yeah, I'm coming now. I'm just a wee little bit of a distraction there. I'm on it.
Alright.
Official business.